Hey guys, in this video I will be going over the Mecha BREAK update notice for August 4th. So this will be their Season 5 pretty much announcement and everything. And this is a super long one, so buckle up and here we go. Attention pilots, Mecha BREAK will undergo scheduled maintenance starting Monday, August 3rd at 10 p.m. Login and gameplay will be unavailable during this period. Estimated downtime is 8 hours. Subject to change, check the official announcements for updates. All pilots who log in within 14 days after maintenance will receive routine compensation via mail. Below are the main changes in this update. So yes, they're gonna give us some compensation for the Season 5 delay. To make up for the inconvenience caused by the season extension, all pilots will receive the following via mail once Season 5 launches. We will get 50 Season 5 crates, not tradable or sellable, 100,000 credits, those are the blue ones, 5,000 mission tokens, and it does seem like these will count towards your like season total, which for some reason a lot of times they don't count towards the season total when they give them to you, but these ones will, or it doesn't say they won't. We'll get 10 perfect mod crates. Wow! That is excellent rewards. And 20 flawless? Damn. Okay. Well, yeah, so for sure log in, because you will want to grab 10 perfect and 20 flawless crates regardless. Those are huge. And you can't... Yeah, that's actually crazy. Okay. Eligibility, all pilots who registered created a character before September 2nd, 2026 at 10 a.m. Okay, so September 2nd, so this is probably the end of the Season 5, I would assume. So if you log in and create a character anytime during Season 5, you will get all of these stuff, which is awesome. Like, this is a great time for a new person to start playing if they want these mod boxes. Synchro Nexus. All right, so we had the spectral Nexus, and the multiplayer, I assume, is the Synchro Nexus. New virtual combat environment developed by the Shadow Maintenance team, iterated from the Spectral Nexus. In this environment, enemy deployment patterns and compositions are more diverse. The mode places greater emphasis on coordinated multi-striker squad operations. Okay, so never mind. The Synchro Nexus isn't just the multiplayer one. It does seem like it's just their updated version of Spectral. Access. Pilots can navigate to Operation Storm, Synchro Nexus tab to participate in the challenge. Synchro Nexus currently supports solo or 3-player squad challenges. And team recruitment can be initiated in the lobby, just like if you were to recruit a team for any other mode. How it works, the basic rules. Pilots can participate in Synchro Nexus battles, solo, or recruit 3-player squad. Duplicate strikers cannot be selected in multiplayer mode. Interesting, okay. So that means you won't be able to like all go Inferno and just have all the beams, or all go Panaka and nobody ever die. Fight through consecutive waves of enemy strikers to challenge higher combat levels and earn corresponding completion rewards. Each operation is time limited. Successfully neutralizing targets during a match earns virtual tokens, which can be exchanged at shop supply crates on the map for performance enhancements or supplies after each level. Yep. Pretty general. Battle prep. Pilots may use modular weapons, gliders, and mods during matches without consumption. Yeah, like usual. Striker calibration attributes are also active. Like usual, boosts, ammo, and other items obtained during the match are only valid for this challenge and will not carry over. Okay, so we already know all this. Usable airdrops, and it is the same ones as before. Restricted, and it is the same ones as before for the Spectral Nexus. Upgrade selection. Pilots earn virtual tokens by neutralizing enemies. After completing this level, pilots may proceed to the supply crates in the area and use virtual tokens at shop supply crates to purchase upgrades. So it looks like instead of just automatically opening the screen, there might be supply crates that pop up on the map that you will need to go to, activate, and then you like buy them from them, like an actual shop that you would go to. But you can just buy all of the stuff. So ammo, items, weapon durability repairs. Oh, items. Does that mean you can buy, like, weapons? Weapon durability repairs, so if you have a melee, you can repair it there. Teammate recalls. Okay, so that's a big thing. If you are going in with the 3 people and one of them dies, you probably have to finish the round, make it to a round with one of these shops, and then buy a teammate recall, and more. Performance enhancement effects and items obtained during the match are only valid for this challenge. Yeah, that makes sense. In both solo and co-op mode, credits cannot be exchanged for virtual tokens. Oh, crazy. In co-op mode, virtual tokens can only be obtained by defeating enemy units. In solo, in addition to defeating enemy units, a set amount of virtual tokens is granted at each level. Okay, so they just took out like a big pay-to-win part of it, I guess. Because before in Spectral Nexus, you could, and I have a video of this, I spent like 300, or I think it was closer to almost 500,000 credits just to like whale my way through the leaderboard, and I did get like a top 15 score, I believe. Just because I spent so much credits. I didn't like play especially well either. But so now you can't do that. So interesting. In co-op mode, after all enemies are defeated on every 5th level, 3 friendly upgrades shared among all 3 player members. Vote to select one, and in the event of a tie, one is chosen at random. And 3 enemy buffs, also selected by vote, will automatically refresh. The selected friendly buffs affect all team members. This upgrade is selected by team vote and cannot be refreshed. Okay, so we saw something about that. I wonder if I can scroll up and see it real quick. Yeah, it was like this thing where they've got all 3 of these, and you can vote on them. So theoretically, you have 3 votes. So if one person voted this, second person voted the second one, third person voted the third one, then that would go to a tie and it would be randomized. But also, like you see here, if everybody's running different weapons, you don't want to get like the weapon specific ones because it'll only really affect one person. But where were we? Okay, battle prep. Pilots may use modular weapons, gliders, and mods during the matches without consumption. Oh no, we read through that already, sorry. In Solo 3, enemy buffs will refresh every 5 levels. Friendly buffs will not appear. In Solo, 3 enemy buffs. Oh sure, because in Solo, you don't have friendly strikers, so you won't get those buffs. Enemy buffs, or different difficulties, grant score bonuses at varying multipliers. The higher the difficulty, the greater the score multiplier. Score is the criterion for the leaderboard. The higher the score, the higher the ranking. Yep, okay, that makes sense. Enemy buffs of different difficulty. Oh, so if you choose to get, like, enemy buff, like maybe enemy health up 50% instead of an enemy buff up 10%, the 50% will give you more score for beating them. So if you want a leaderboard run, you'll pretty much be wanting to get as high enemy buffs as you can to make it as hard as possible, so you get as high of a score as possible. Bi-weekly challenge upgrades. To provide pilots with more diverse gameplay experience, a new challenge will be issued every 2 weeks following Season 5 update. Please allocate your combat resources accordingly. Phase 1, Impact Protocol. Melee boosts, ally striker melee damage 30%, okay. Impact chip starts with the sword shockwave chip, okay. Damage suppression, enemy damage minus 20%, blast resistance, enemy energy resistance plus 15%, mobility boost, enemy movement speed 50%, that's crazy. 50% mobility boost is nuts. And bi-weekly challenge upgrades only take effect in Synchro Nexus, Solo, Co-op, and Spectral Nexus mode. Yeah, that makes sense. So don't worry about whatever melee strikers having 30% more damage in like Verge and stuff. Squad deaths and respawns. In co-op mode, squad members enter spectate mode after being neutralized and can be recalled by teammates during the resupply phase. Yep, so like we had just mentioned before, random missions in Synchro Nexus, Solo, and co-op mode. In addition to defeating all enemies in each wave, certain levels feature additional challenges. I wonder what those could be. There's not much else you can do. Primary and additional missions are active simultaneously. Failing the latter will not affect level completion. Yeah, okay. So if you don't manage to get one of these random missions completed, it won't dock your score. Completing missions earns score rewards. So again, if you want a good leaderboard run, maybe you have one person from the 3 try to complete the random mission and the other 2 just try to kill everybody. I wonder if sometimes the mission will be like, you have to activate this recon beacon or something, and you just need to hold off on killing the enemies because you might be able to like one-shot waves, but if you do, then it'll go to the next round and you won't be able to activate it. Just something to think about. We'll need to see once it actually drops. Settlement. When pilots are neutralized or when the team votes to end the challenge, the current challenge will conclude and be settled. When all pilots, sorry. So if all 3 of you die in the co-op, or if you just die normally in the solo, then it'll end. Yeah, that's very straightforward. After completing level 40, you can conclude it or enter the endless mode with unanimous team consent. Okay, so you'll want to make sure that your team is on board with going there, because if even one of them doesn't want to, you cannot go. Neutralized members must also vote. Disconnected members default to accept. Oh, interesting. I like that a lot, because if you have a disconnect, I like that it doesn't default to like declining, because that would kind of suck. And continue pushing towards higher levels. Yes. Rewards. Upon challenge completion, rewards will be distributed based on the highest level reached in the current run and your performance. Rewards include supply crates for Season 5, mission tokens, mod boxes, core ore, modular weapons, glider parts, and more. So basically just everything. The leaderboard for Synchro Nexus is available exclusively in solo and is settled every 2 weeks. What? Oh, that's kind of a bummer. Why don't they have a leaderboard for the co-op? Huh. That's kind of unfortunate. I was hoping to see like the top players team up to get whatever high scores in the in co-op, but that's kind of unfortunate. It'll still be fun to go co-op and play it with your friends, but if you can't like also be like trying to achieve this high leaderboard score, it's like a little bit less fun. I wonder why they did that. Score calculation rules. Base score for eliminating enemies times the score multiplier from enemy buff multipliers times the floor multiplier upon settlement. The higher floor, greater score multiplier. That makes sense. Availability. It is a permanent mode. That is nice. And I'm assuming this is saying something about it says PvE, so it's just their PvE mode there. Operation Daybreak. After the Season 5 update, Operation Daybreak will commence. Complete gameplay matches or reach the target score in Spectral Nexus or Synchro Nexus to receive rewards. Event period from the start of Season 5 until the August 18th maintenance begins. Okay, so mark your calendars. August 18th is a maintenance. Mission attributes. One-time missions will not refresh during the event. Mission details. Participate in any gameplay match 2, 4, or 6 times to receive 3,000 mission tokens, 10 supply crates, and the Hope title. That's a very apt title for this season, because I am hoping that this season is good. Boo. Okay, reach 6,000, 12,000, 30,000 points in Synchro Nexus to receive 30,000 credits. Modular weapon upgrade modules, 6 of those, that's really nice, and 3 perfect mod boxes. So really great rewards for Synchro Nexus. I don't know how many 30,000 points would translate to, and it does seem like you're able to complete this in the co-op mode, so that's nice. New upgrades, new modifiers will be added after the Season 5 update and will only take effect in Synchro Nexus solo and co-op. In Synchro Nexus, in addition to new upgrades, the bonus values of certain existing multipliers will reduce in this mode. Example, crit rate and evade bonuses. Okay, wait, what does that mean? In addition to new upgrades, the bonus values... So, are we getting less crit range? Crit range. That might be a typo for crit rate. Or just maybe for all... Oh, sorry, I missed the comment. It's crit, range, and evade bonuses. Therefore, compared to Spectral Nexus, Synchro Nexus is more challenging, while mission rewards are also more abundant. Okay, so you can get better rewards from the Synchro Nexus, but it looks like what they're saying here is like crit, instead of maybe having at the highest end like a 100% crit rate, it might be 50% or something. So you'll be doing a lot less damage and everything, which is good overall, especially if they nerf the health of the enemies a little bit. Because I know in Spectral Nexus, it seems like there was a bug where if you hit like a certain damage threshold, the game couldn't really calculate it anymore, and so it just defaulted to like really low or 0 damage. So if all the damage is just kept a little bit lower, I'm fine with that. That might be easier for the game engine and everything. Energy chip. Increases striker max energy. Okay, yeah, that's really nice. Mobility chip increases striker movement speed. Again, very nice. Resource-based chip increases virtual token. Oh, that's really nice. But you'll want to get this resource-based chip as soon as possible. So some rounds you might like reset until like all 3 of you. Well, I guess you won't be trying for a leaderboard's position if you're in co-op, but in solos you might want to reset until your first chip is this resource-based chip, because if you get it the first one, it'll increase everything after it, and so the earlier you get it, the more value you get from it. Same with this one. Trade protocol reduces chip prices. That one's also one you'll want to get really early on. Supply search chip increases number of shop free refreshes. Okay. Solidify chip increases max HP and reduces movement speed. Okay, so this is like a tank one. Heavy fire increases striker base damage and increases reload and charge time. Okay, so you'll be doing like huge hits, but then it'll take you a little bit longer to shoot them and to reload after. Diversion chip increases max fluid armor and fluid armor regeneration while reducing max energy. So this is just another tank one. Focus chip increases striker's critical rate and reduces the effective range of area attacks. Oh, okay. So that would maybe be good for... Well, actually, this would be good for a lot of things. So if it increases the critical rate... But you might not want that long term, actually, because in the long term, you'll probably get enough crit rate anyways, unless, of course, this nerf to the crit that they mentioned up here is like significant and you won't actually be able to get 100% crit rate every time. We'll just have to see. So that's an interesting one. I'm not sure how that'll work. Break override. This is their like ultimate system that we mentioned in previous videos. And now's a decent time for me to mention. If you're liking my content, I have a lot of other content like this. If you could drop me a like or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Yeah, and back to the video. A hallmark technology that defines 3rd generation break strikers, capable of unlocking a striker's combat potential within a short time. It drastically enhances the striker's mobility and survivability for a short duration, while simultaneously boosting weapon performance. After Season 5 update, except for Ace Arena Ranked Mode, Operation Verge, Ranked Mode, Basic Tutorials, and Advanced Training, all other modes will feature a break override system. Okay, so you won't be running into it in Ranked, which they had mentioned before. Everywhere else will have it, basically. Oh, it does not say challenge missions, though, unless that's what Advanced Training is. The Striker's Break Override energy gauge will increase gradually over time, additionally neutralizing opponents, assisting, dealing damage, repairing, and taking damage will all increases Break Override energy, so just doing anything will give you it. In Operation Verge, upon reaching 25%, 50%, and 75% of the victory point score, all strikers on the team will receive additional Break Override energy for a total of 3 times. Yeah, so you just get it at 25, 50, and 75. You don't get it at 100, because that's when the game ends. Additionally, in Ace Arena and Operation Verge, when the team is at a disadvantage in victory points, overall charging speed will increase. So yeah, so instead of nerfing the team who's doing better, they're just buffing the team who's doing worse to keep it a little bit more even, prevent snowballing. Below are the specific break override details for each striker. So on this we see Falcon, Panther, Stellaris, and Pinaka. It says this signature tech that defines third generation break strikers temporarily unleashes a striker's full combat potential, dramatically boosting mobility and survivability while amplifying weapon performance across the board. So, oh man, imagine using a break override on a Pinaka and dropping a wall on somebody. Like, with it like boosted enough to like one-shot people. That could be interesting to test out. Oh man, okay. I will actually be ending the video here. I'm going to make a separate video going over what all of the break striker, what all of they do. So if you want to watch that, I'll be releasing it shortly after this video probably. So I'll see you there.